Hello my beauties, and welcome back to another Mordheim stream. Had a few technical issues, so I had to restart the machine, but we are back, we are live, and we are ready to build some buildings, yeah? As I said before, the stream just turned to shit. We are going to keep working on these ruined buildings that are going on the edge of the board. Hey T1, or T-Cash, so sorry, and thank you. Yes, something went terribly wrong with the laptop, but a restart sorted it out. And thank you for yesterday, T-Cash. It was really fun playing Blood Bowl with you. We will have to do it again sometime. Now, as I was saying, we are going to continue work on this this set of buildings. This one will be more or less completely destroyed. Maybe keep half a wall, something like that up. I want the wall between the two buildings to be intact, but the front and the side I want to be ruined, so it's easily accessible, and I want there to be like a hole smashed in between the two buildings that allows you to move from one to the other. And this one I want to kind of build up and then collapse over and into the bridge here. That is at least the plan going forward. Now, of course, I forgot to buy more foam core, but we should be able to make do with what we have. It shouldn't be a big problem. Hey, Shivax83, thank you so much for the follow. We are now at 130 followers. Amazing, absolutely amazing. I hope you are doing well tonight, Shivax. I know you want to play some FIFA or FC 25, which I would love to do, but I have other business to take care of, and that's the business of this building process. Now let's... I'm not sure how. I don't want this to be very far up. Let's do it like, I think like so, just a tiny little knob here. And I'm going to do the same on the front. Hey Korea K, good evening. I hope you're doing well. We are, you didn't miss much. I had a faulty start. My computer crashed, more or less. And so we are just beginning on the set of ruined buildings at the table edge. I'm trying to kind of just make a ruined wall for the side here. Like so, should be fine. Maybe doing some angled cuts makes it look a bit more natural instead of being completely square. It's something that's nice to remember when you're doing this. And also, before I glue it, today I think I want to actually insert some pieces of wood before I glue it. Hey Jelly Moon, thank you for joining, my dear moderator. I hope you are doing fantastic tonight. Oh. Almost spilled some blood. That would have been a new record for blood spillage. I'm so excited tonight. Before I traveled to the studio, I was starting on a tiny project that I want to finish before my summer vacation ends this weekend, and it's painting up Gotrek and Felix from the 4th edition minis, like the old school ones. I got my hands on some of them recently, and I was stripping them of paint and priming them, and I started the first layer on Felix. I'm super excited. I love those models. They look so great. And it's nice to paint something colorful, because I've only been painting really dark, like Mordheim stuff and buildings, you know, so, and they are a bit more drab, but these boyos, they are going to be super colorful. I'm going to base them on the 4th edition book, that kind of vibrant look, I guess. And also I watched Anvil of Doom, great YouTuber. He painted up some, and I want to kind of go for the same style. He is what kind of pushed me over. No worries. I want to, if you want to, of course, maybe make it like maybe twice a month or once a month, you know, to do a campaign together. I think that could be fun. And I would, personally, I would rather do it twice a month, but I kind of have to keep my spare time, my free time in mind, because it's I don't want to overcommit and then not be able to do it, you know. I would rather say once a month and be able to keep up with the schedule than say twice a month and not be able to do it. No, I don't care if it got less views. I had a blast, and I really enjoyed your chatters, your boys. They seem like a fun crowd. So I had a blast. Did not disappoint at all. I was actually super giddy and excited after the stream. Dildos to a man. Well, that's nothing to scoff at, you know. That's it could be worse. Let's see here. I want to need to get my steel brush of corn ready. Yes, you see, Tikash, I also have I have more people that want my attention. Even in real life, people want to play with me. It's terrible. It's I try to be as much of an asshole as I can be, but people still demand my attention. That's how I see it. A very healthy way of looking at your relationships. Now we will play some more FC25, no doubt. I really enjoy playing, you know that. I love that game, even if I hate it with all of my soul. I absolutely hate Electronic Arts. They are some of the worst scum. But apart from that, the game is, well, I wouldn't play it by myself. I only play it with you, Shivax. So it's, I would say 90% company and like 10% the game, if that makes sense. I will never say anything nice to you again, so you have to enjoy this moment, Shivax. Tomorrow it's back to business as usual. And well, fuck, no. I'm doing some terrible measuring, but then again, maybe not. Maybe we should have 2 walls. Does that make any kind of sense? I think we will. I will add separate walls for each of the buildings. This hole will have to be tiny. Oop. God damn it. It's going to be a tight squeeze. Tell her I said hi. I will meet with you guys tomorrow anyway. So. I usually don't go out to do anything social, but every now and then I will have to leave the house, which is an absolute disaster, but oh well. I will be thinking about painting my miniatures and building while I'm eating a steak and pretending to listen to what people say. That is pretty much how I go through my entire life. I'm daydreaming of building Mordheim during lunch at work on a regular basis. See, all right, so I will, sorry for the camera work. I have to go a bit back and forth today. Okay, so I'm imagining the wall like so. Yeah, that should be all right, hopefully. Maybe I should. I'll have to remove one of these assholes. Didn't think it through last time. So like so. And of course we also need some wooden beamage. So I will break off a bit just about here. And you can do this simply by just bending your balsa wood, and it will have like this natural, well, hopefully if you're lucky it should get like this natural kind of crack effect. I need to roughen up the balsa wood as always, because if not it's going to look kind of boring and flat. So we need to add texture. So when we paint it, it will look better. That is why we use the steel brush on the balsa wood. When you're using foam core, you don't want like the paper sticking out because it looks kind of crap. So you would rather cut it off or peel it off entirely. So, got this going like that. And yes, I am very professional. I do this all the time now, so I'm getting the hang of some of the techniques. But when I do stuff I don't know how to do, it's very amateur hour and noobish, and I kind of mess up. I mess up all the time, even when it's stuff that I'm supposed to know. That's just part of the game. It's all fun. It's all good. Now I want to add some wood into the foam core here as well. It just looks a lot more interesting when you have some different textures in your walls and in your buildings. So instead of simply having just plaster and stuff, you also have like the broken bits of wood. And it, in my opinion, it really does make a difference. I'm going to slap on a little bit of glue, water it out a little bit so it gets into all of the cracks. So it's solid. Oh god damn it! That very demure meme. I'm happy it only lasted for like a week or two. Can you imagine that person actually went on national television in the United States because of her very demure meme, which to me is just absolutely insane. What a way to become a celebrity. All right, so I think I will, yeah, why not? Let's just glue this. Let's just get it on the table. And like so. And I will have to make like a small wall. Let's see. I will measure. Very human indeed, Jelly. That is. Let's see. My floors are usually 5 centimeters tall. I think I will go with this piece, like so. And let's kind of crunch it down a little bit. I think I want to make it even smaller, just like almost like a strip. Let's make a strip and have it go down like so. I'm not sure if you can see what I'm thinking, but you will see very soon when we start cutting. When you're doing like these ruined walls, you don't want to be spending an eternity. It's this is not where your table will shine anyway. Of course, I'm sure you can make these ruined walls look absolutely amazing and stuff, but I think I would rather spend my time doing some other stuff on the board. Let's see, god damn it. Got some paper stuck, but that's no problem. Let's simply cut it away. Oh, I'm cutting towards myself. I will stop doing that. It's a very, very bad habit. You should never cut towards yourself. It's a great way. Now I'm making an exception. Super carefully, just cutting away a little bit of foam. Now let's This does, oh shit, let's see. Just have to adjust my cam. I'm not very excited about that look, to be honest. How do we fix this? I think maybe if I add a lot of exposed timber here, it will look slightly better. So I am attempting that. We'll just have to see how that ends up looking. It was just something about the shape that it didn't feel very inspiring at all. It felt kind of boring to look at. Let's get some coffee stir sticks out. Coffee stir sticks in chat, please. Let's get inspired. Are you sure this is the right platform for exposed timber? Well, when I say exposed timber, I mean like on the inside. Wouldn't they use timber on the inside of the wattle and daub on the second story as well? And thank you, Jelly Moon. That is the perfect amount of coffee stir sticks. If you have like any insights on how these buildings were actually made back in the day, please let me know. I just really like the look of it, you know. That's what I'm going for. But I'm always eager to learn new stuff and change things up if need be. I would rather be wrong today and better tomorrow than not learn anything, you know. Yes, hello Stromal. Well, good evening. The Hulksters, there are so many Hulkamaniacs tonight, pouring one out. Oh, I see what you're going for. Yes, exposing timber may lead to increased presence of beavers. That is absolutely correct. You know, I am absolutely terrible at the jokes when I'm doing the stream. I promise you guys, I'm actually, when I'm in real life, I'm a lot funnier than I am on stream because I don't have to speak English, which is a goddamn curse. And I don't have to make and concentrate while I do stuff, you know. But you are a far better broadcaster than I am, T1. I was super impressed with your broadcasting abilities and your very good English. I could swear that you are actually from the United States. I wouldn't have argued against you if you said that you are. I have spoken to many Americans that are less fluent in English than you are. Well, that doesn't affect your ability. Just affects your consistency, which are two completely different things. Yeah, it's not a good week to be like an 80s hero, I guess. Terrible week for the lads. So, to be honest, Hulk Hogan was far more unexpected than an Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy has been looking frail for like the last 20 years, Like if he died in 2005, I wouldn't have been surprised. Like after seeing him on the Osborns, you know, he looked really frail. But Hulk Hogan, his nickname is like the Immortal. It's how could he just pass away? He looked so energized when he was doing the Trump rally and stuff. Luckily, I already have a shrine to Hulk Hogan at home. I got some action figures, some old school vintage action figures. All right, let's check this out. Warren Street is they botched his med at the time of the show. Oh, is you talking about Ozzy? They botched his med at the time of the Osborns reality show. Is that what you're saying, Tikash? Yeah, he was a wreck on that show. He was all over the place. And not present at the same time. Let's, I'm not sure. Not sure I love this, but it's fine. Yeah, I haven't really checked any interviews with him, like after the show or anything. So if they get his meds wrong, that will absolutely mess up a person. Like those heavy meds, they will really change the behavior of a human. If you're ready for yet another meandering Mordheim story, I have some medical stories from the retirement home. I will never tell another story on stream. Okay, I have a great story about Iceland, so just strap in. So, my colleague, he is from Iceland. And that is the entire anecdote. Please feel free to steal the story. You can use it as your own. You can tell it at parties and family gatherings. You don't even have to credit me. Now I will go get some foam core and I will be right back. Now let's see here. I will do a little bit more planning for this one. Okay, but I'm thinking of simply making a 5 centimeter box here and build on that, and maybe make some scaffolding and some stuff going around. The good old hobby bandit, who is sadly not with us today, he did send me a link of a very nice inspirational picture. Let's see if I can find it so I have something to work with. Let's see. Okay, so I will have that for later. And let's get some more of these bad boys out. I am running dangerously low, so please, any of you, make sure to remind me in a direct message to remember to buy new coffee stir sticks and new foam core, because I completely forgot the last time. Hey White Wolf, hey buddy, hope you're doing well. I will show you where I'm going to put the park of the White Wolf. It's going to be here. So there's going to be like some vegetation, some trees here, with like a brick like wall around here, and here there will be an entrance, and I will see if I can get like a wolf's head to be above the gate, or I will make this the fountain that I want to put here like a wolf's head. That is the idea, at least. A throne, what is a throne? I know what a throne is, but in this, is it kind of like a wish list or something along those lines? Yes, and it's going to be the park of the White Wolf, because you were so generous, and I really appreciate that, and I want to kind of pay it back. And I very much enjoy your streams. They are super relaxing, and it's always fun to see someone else do hobby stuff and paint. It got me psyched for painting as well. I was watching your stream yesterday and an Anvil of Doom video today, and combined. When watching your stream yesterday, I actually cleaned out my wet palette and got it ready. And then I watched the Anvil of Doom stream, no, not stream, Anvil of Doom video today. And I made up my mind of what I wanted to paint, which is Felix and Gotrek, or Gotrek and Felix. Oh, it's like a crowdfunding for your Dildobelisk. Yeah, that sounds amazing. I will check out the throne. Thank you for the suggestion. I will absolutely check it out for certain. Now I'm just babbling without building. The 3D printed doors, I bought them. There is it's a Norwegian web store called Mini Layers, but I think the original manufacturer that they have the license from is called Black Cobra. So I would check out Black Cobra Miniatures. I might have that wrong, but if not, Black Cobra, they have lots of other cool stuff. They have the windows at least, and I think they also produce the doors. I'm sure you can easily find a lot of 3D printed doors. There are so many people who make 3D printed stuff. It's absolutely astonishing. Like, it's not that long ago you had kind of like only like a handful, perhaps, of manufacturers of minis like that were actually what I would call like major players. And now everyone, thanks to 3D printing, anyone who has the skills to kind of just craft something and sculpt, they can sell their minis, which I think is super, super cool. Oh, you have some MDF window frames? That sounds lovely. Greenleaf Terrain Studios. If you have a link to your Instagram, please feel free to link it in chat. If you have any projects going on, you are more than welcome to share. I love seeing what people are doing, so I can steal their ideas, which is super helpful. I love stealing other people's ideas. And when people say that they are going to use my stuff for inspiration or like stealing my ideas, I'm super happy. What a giant compliment that is. Oh, you've been making custom terrain since 2012. My God, that's a long time. I don't want to think about how sore your back is. Oh, holy shit, this is awesome, man. Go check out Greenleaf Terrain's link. It's looking absolutely awesome. Superb stuff, buddy. That is super cool. Amazing stuff. Very happy to, I will make sure that I follow you so I don't forget. I'm very forgetful after all. So there we have it, and let's see. I'm just making ready the inspiration picture. So sorry for the terrible broadcasting. Thank you so much for the kind comments, Greenleaf. Yeah, I'm actually super happy with the bridge and the dried up river canal. Hey Safwa and Sobsolobi, so happy to see you back here. Hope you are having a lovely evening. Even though Tikash is not live in voice chat, feel free to chat him up in the regular chat. I don't mind at all. He was super gracious yesterday, and I really enjoyed the streaming experience. Let's see, this is 6 centimeters, and here we go with the good old 5.5. All right. I'm going to make a measure it up real quick. And I'm going to make it 5 centimeters because pretty much all my stories are 5 centimeters as a base. Like the town hall, I use higher floors to make it seem a bit more grand, I guess. But apart from that, I usually make my stories around 5 centimeters, sometimes 5.5 or 6. Just kind of depends. The MDF is 5 centimeters, so that's why it's kind of easy to make that, make everything 5 centimeters. I'm so happy to hear that, Safwa, and thank you for remembering that I'm Jesus Sosolobi. The Iceland story, it was, yes, it was 5 centimeters long. That is completely true. Now that I have the world's harshest critics here, I won't tell any more stories. Story time is over. I'm afraid to be made fun of once again. My frail male ego won't be able to withstand it. So I was just cutting up some foam core. My apologies for the lack of broadcasting. Let's see, can we do it like this? No. All right, so I will measure out 5.5 centimeters here. I will do this Devs and Dice trick. Devs and Dice, of course, is a great Swedish YouTube content creator. He does a lot of Mordheim stuff. I think everyone has seen his buildings at some time, because if they haven't seen his videos, they have seen other people that make his style of buildings, because he made a lot of templates that you can download and stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a cut into the foam core, but it's not going to be all the way through. It's just going to be like a, and you can kind of break it open, but because the foam core has paper on both sides, it kind of acts like a hinge, which is super useful. Thank you, Jelly. Go check out Devs and Dice if you haven't. Make sure that you follow or subscribe or whatever it's called on YouTube, so you can get updates. He makes a lot of really nice stuff, and I have been using his way of building. I used it a lot on the first tile. It was almost critical to have his like base foundation of how to make a building before I started creating myself. You're just sorting 160 Dwarf Mini related bookmarks. Well, have fun with that, Tikash. That sounds very fun. And Greenleaf, you want to make a more vertical 2x2 Mordheim board. That sounds like a great plan, actually, to make it a bit more compressed but taller. That should be a great challenge. I'm very excited to see where it leads. I'm going to I love watching other people create. It's I noticed what I noticed first about your build was I think your shingles, like the roofing tiles. They are really nice. I love the way you painted those. Popped immediately. And that's just trying to cut out like this hole in the wall. Don't want to make it too even. Kind of want it to be like someone had to smash down both walls to get into this house, which is not accessible from the outside. Shit, I'm super bad at cutting today. Maybe I always am, who knows. Let's see. Do you do terrain for as a hobby, or do you do it for like a living, or is it more like a side hustle? Greenleaf. I'll have to check out your stuff. It was so cool. Yeah, it's looking so good, buddy. Holy crap. Oh, you do it full time? That is, I'm not sure if it would be the dream or if it would turn into a nightmare, but I'm leaning towards it being the dream. You know, it's I don't want my hobby to be associated with stress. Is what I'm trying to get at. I would love to do this as a living. If I could just sit around and cut foam core and build terrain and have people pay me to do it, that would be super cool. Do you do entirely 3D prints, or do you scratch build as well? I have been thinking about trying to make building terrain and stuff into a business. But my initial thought was that I can't make it by hand. That will take too much time and the prices would be ridiculous, you know. So you do everything, okay. So you do scratch building and you do 3D printing and maybe combine it sometimes, or most of the time I would guess. All right, if you don't mind, where are you located? In Canada. Nice. So it's possible to make a living out of making, that is absolutely awesome. I have been to Canada before, twice actually. Lovely country in my opinion. But I went to the real Canada, of course, in the Quebec region. I went to Montreal with the Quebecians. Okay, so this wall turned off kind of wonky. That should be fine. We will be able to, oh shit, that have not dried out yet. Let's dry like so. Hey hobby, working on this thing at the moment. That is so cool, Greenleaf. How is shipping worldwide when you make terrain like that? Is it like modular, so you can simply pack it, not flat, but kind of like make it into boxes? These are things I have taken into consideration. I'm like, how am I supposed to sell or ship anything that I make? Oh, you do play Tetris, okay, yeah. I find myself humming the Tetris theme music now and then when I try to squeeze stuff into my car. It always helps, you know. All right, yeah. I guess that if you are making like a custom board and custom terrain, the shipping price, even if it's kind of high, it won't be that big compared to what an entire board would cost you. At least that is my rationale, if that makes sense. He linked it in chat earlier, but please feel free to link it again, Greenleaf. It's, I think it's really good. And he's making a living of that hobby. That's what I'm saying. We should just join up and make our own business, like the European builders. You will do all of the building and all of the electrical stuff and all of the administration, and I will relax. That is how we will do it, hobby. Yes, we will of course have the Takash to do all of the cursing. He will be a customer service, so he will be like a professional dildo caller. So when people call to complain, he will call them a dildo and hang up, and that is his entire day at work. I'm super happy you're on board, hobby. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Greenleaf. I'm very happy for you. It's so cool that you can get it to work. We do have a very strict return policy here at what should we call it? Tikarsheim's Hobby Bandit Emporium. I'm super happy to be of some help or company. I think it's, I really enjoy having something on when I do hobby stuff at home myself. Like I was listening to, and watching on and off White Wolf yesterday when he was painting. And it's while I was kind of just preparing some minis and yeah, making ready my wet palette and stuff. I do enjoy having something to listen to while I do hobby. Tomorrow when I will paint, I will simply keep myself company, me and my tears that I will have to shed for the mighty Hulk Hogan who passed away. Yeah, I love your Pink Marine. It's not a poor choice of listening. It's a very chill atmosphere, White Wolf. There is okay, so I will. It's not the stream you check out for like excitement, you know, but neither is this stream. I am currently just cutting up coffee stir sticks. It doesn't make like the adrenaline pump, you know, but it's nice to have just some people who are on the same, not level, but the same bandwidth, or like the same vibration, or however you call it. Yeah, Greenleaf Terrain Studios is absolutely worth a follow, and check him out. But if you want to buy terrain, you should check with me, Hobby, and Tikash first, because we will price him out of the market. It will not be as good, and we will take a long time to deliver it, if we deliver it at all, but we are super cheap. Yeah, both Hogan and Osborne. It's a terrible week for some of my old heroes. Yes, but you are a notorious pants remover. Tikash. Oh, sorry. Jelly Moon is giving me or you or everyone a yellow card. We have to... Well, Osborne is immortal, but Hulk Hogan's nickname was also the immortal Hulk Hogan. So I think they are both doing well. Maybe they are both in hell, I don't know. But they are both legends in their own right. Oh, when we make our terrain shop, well, that's a great question. We will have to finish our own tiles, terrain boards first. And we both know we don't know when that is. Yes, around 3 years. And by that time, you can probably get stuff 3D printed from directly out of your iPhone. By the way, things are moving these days. Oh, let's see, Career K. You have finished your inventory. You have close to 1,000 Warhammer miniatures and close to 3 years of painting ahead. Well, good luck, buddy. That sounds like a lot of fun. Also sounds like a bit of a nightmare, but I get super stressed when I have a big backlog. Yes, of course. That's the only thing we will actually do is maybe build like a Mordheim version of our terrain shop. That sounds like an awesome idea for your board, Hobby Bandit. That would be so cool. To make like a, of course it doesn't have to have Mordheim on it, but make a, what do you call it, like a toy maker's workshop or something like that. That would be that could be a really cool building. Let's see. So I'm just fitting in like this giant beam, just to make sure I can still get it in there, if I'm allowed to say that, if that's not illegal. I hope I don't get another yellow card from Jelly Moon. I love being injected. That is true. My dead body on an altar, Hobby Bandit. I can't say I deserve any better after hanging you on my board. For those who don't know what we are talking about, I made like a tribute to Hobby Bandit on my previous tile, because his name is Hobby Bandit, so I made like a gibbet that is hanging from a tree with a skeleton inside, and it has like a, what do you call it, a sign that says Bandit. Jelly Moon should be our Blood Bowl referee. Yes, that would be amazing. I am super happy to have all of you guys here today. So many of the OGs hanging out, it warms my heart. Let's see, I don't really have a grand scheme here. I'm kind of vibe building, if that's a phrase. I'm just going around and adding a little bit here and there, and hopefully it will end up somewhat decent. I will grab the picture that Hobby Bandit showed me. Let's see if I can get it up here. Oh, that did not work at all. What the hell is going on? That is not a very good window capture. Let's see. Can I do this? Yes. Can I do this? No. It does not show. Sorry for all the technical issues today. Let's see if I can't. I'll restart and open the. I will need to show you this where this. It's super important that I get it. No, it does not compute. Okay, well, I will just use it myself. It's Hobby Bandit, he sent me a picture, so it's kind of, the general idea is to kind of have some beams trying to support, and it has still kind of lopsided all over the place. Yeah, I can do that. That's a good point. I will just, I didn't want to dox hobby bandit. So I will let me window capture and just do my Chrome. God damn it, nothing is working. Oh, sorry. I have done this so many times before. I am not sure why it doesn't work today. This is super annoying. Here we go. So now you can see I have an amazing 2 unread notifications on Instagram, so I'm kind of a big deal. Now this is what he was trying to get at. You can see at the bottom there are like some beams that is trying to support the rest of the building, and it's kind of tipping over, if that makes sense. So that is what I'm going to try to build here. Please don't clip this. I'm such a professional broadcaster. Hey Stretches, good to see you again. Long time no see, I feel, but maybe it's just because I've been streaming so much lately. Thank you so much. I set myself up for that. It's a great tip. If you are ever online and you want people to do something, just tell them the opposite. So they will most likely do it. And here we go. I'm going to up. Gonna have this beam sticking out just a little bit, like so. And this is the really hard balsa wood. Someone suggested it might be basswood. I don't know what basswood is, but I might have gotten like something that's not balsa wood from the same batch, because it's a lot harder. Oh, sorry. I'll just turn on Mordheim at the dinner table, and let your family see what the fuss is all about. Yeah, this might be basswood. That I bought it like a batch of like 10 or 20 sticks. This is the only one that has been this hard. I know there's a lot of penis jokes in there, but I will risk it anyway. Here we go. So, oh, I should have made some windows. Well, that's too late. I will try to make this more interesting by adding just some fancy schmancy wood coffee stir sticks. No electronic devices at your dinner table. That's a very, very good rule to have, and I do agree. If I had my will, I would always be watching something while eating, but it's terrible. So I'm actually really happy that my wife has enough sense to always turn off the TV and stuff when we are eating. All right, so all your table money are spent on models. So okay, yeah, that makes sense. I do believe you. Not too long ago, I got a message from one of my ex-girlfriends, because she was still laughing at me for hiding my Warhammer receipts But in a catastrophic failure, I threw away the receipt in the same trash that she was always using. And she just wanted to remind me that I used to be an absolute idiot that had tried to hide my Warhammer spendings from my significant other at the time. All right, so let's not make a... let's see. Let's do another 5 centimeters up here. Greenleaf Terrain Studios. I want to be able to drop my custom builds without breaks before I paint. What do you mean by that? You lost me there. I'm sorry. It might make total sense. I'm going to do a... Let's see. I'm doing a beam that's going up like so, and for once I remembered to add like an angle to the beam, so we can more easily attach the roof here. Oh yeah, using basswood for some more sturdy parts that are not showing, that might actually make a bit of sense. Oh fuck, I am indeed very messy. My apologies, I tried to keep it a bit more clean, but it's super hard. Yes, of course, we need some more steel brushes of corn in chat. It's the only way it will ever draw blood again, because I'm so good at the technique now. We have gone at least 1 week without any blood, which is quite an astonishing act, if you ask me. All right, so this is how it's looking thus far. Now, my initial plan was to make this part of the building is going to be wood. So that it's going to be brick, wattle and daub, and then all wood. All wood all the time. Now, I'm not going to make this a complete... let's see. Yeah, let's not do an entire... roof. I think that should do it. This is lovely, lovely balsa wood. It's so easy to brush. Such a big difference between balsa and basswood. Now we have the beginnings of a roof here. Maybe I could add... Oh shit, I should have copied it, but it's a bit too late now. let's do it the quick and dirty way, the Mordheim way, which is highly inaccurate, but sometimes it works. Yeah, this basswood, man. I gotta keep on brushing. It doesn't take to the texture that much, but it's better than nothing. We're going to add another beam just around there to kinda, I will need it to, I will be adding some wood, so it's nice to have like a certain distance. And a little bit of support. God damn it, fucking basswood. Let's see, and I will do this one even. Oh, it breaks really nicely. And that's a lovely break. Really enjoy that. Looks awesome. Sorry, I'm not always alert of where I'm brushing. I know it's a riveting action. I've seen the brush do its business. Like so. I think this should turn out pretty decent. Now let's do some measuring here. So from, oh no, I did stupid. Let's see. Well, maybe the top here it's 7. Yeah, that should actually work out nicely. I will I'm not completely sure how I will make the collapsed bit look. We will cross that bridge when we get there. And before we cross that bridge, I will be doing the wall here. I was considering doing this really uneven wobbly thing, but it might be too rough for this sort of building. Let me check if I even have enough. Let's see, this one is 4.5. This one is, so I can make 4 of these, and this one is almost 1 centimeter. Yeah, it should work out. I will try to roughen up this and see if I can make something interesting, like an interesting looking wall here. I will have to brush both sides because you will be seeing the insides of this on like both sides. You will see the inside and the outside of this of the wood. Let's roughen it up. Kind of have to be a bit, what do you say, ginger, because it's balsa wood and it's not super durable. I will also cut some random marks to make it look a bit more natural, like natural wood would. So it's not, it doesn't look modern, is what I'm trying to get at. Let's has anyone else been doing any hobby projects, by the way? Do you guys want to see the work in progress on my Felix Jaeger? It's not super exciting, but it is something. It's also on my it's on my Instagram stories as well. If you want to go check it out. It was really nice being able to paint something completely different after a long time of building and painting more or less dark stuff. These beams are a very tight fit. So I should be able to squeeze them in and they will stick with just white glue. Oh, let's see. Oh, is it too tight? It might be too tight. I think I will have to redo this one down here like so. Then this thick. Okay, I'll shave off a little bit of it. Here we go. Was that too much? Maybe it was. I will add a little bit of hot glue to one of the sides of the plank, just to make sure it stays around. Okay, my maths are totally off. This is not enough wood for the entire wall. Also, my cutting is completely dog shit. Great work all around. Well, let's see if we can't add a tiny window. Will that alleviate any of my troubles? I think it will. Now this is a 3D print, but it has a lot of, what do you call it? Like some, not flash, but it's almost like Spider-Man or spider webs on it. I'll try to clean that out quickly. Let's glue it using hot glue. Let's plump it down like so. Yeah, that's a lovely window. I want to add I will add a support on top here. Yeah, I think supports is what I was trying to say. Who knows? The ways of Mordheim are indeed mysterious. Let's see, just over 4.5. To the windows, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my... I do not know, but I think I could make an educated guess to where it was going. What song is that? I would guess it's some song lyrics. If you want to share your secrets, White Wolf. Now we have some skeet. God damn it. So chat is in on the joke, but I am not. Well, that's the story of my life. No, I want Soso Lobby to stick around. He's a very nice chatter. If we have any new people in chat, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will answer any and all questions to the best of my abilities. Is it from Need for Speed Underground? Is that where it's known? Let's see. Oh, yeah, G1, sexiest voice on Twitch. I think I have to agree. I am working on having the sexiest hands. That is what I'm aiming to achieve. Because one stream I got a compliment from one of the viewers' wife on my hands, and I will never forget such a generous compliment. Let's try to get this crap to stick together. All right, so now we have some support beams on top and on the bottom. This thing will never fall apart. Let me tell you guys. I will have to do a rain check on the Coldplay concert. Pretending to be someone's wife on Twitch is that is really peak internet, in my opinion. Some people will really fall for anything. I saw like a clip of someone getting catfished by their own profile picture, but they put it through like this gender swap filter on Snapchat, and that was enough. He was like all horned up by himself as a woman. Simply amazing. And I kind of want to blame men for this, but there are also like women who give all their savings to like scammers all over the globe in hope of finding love, I guess. I usually laugh at it, but it's also kind of sad because it's preying on people's loneliness, I guess. At some point you kind of have to think, is this too good to be true? But I think everyone deep inside, they want to feel special, and they kind of do think of themselves as a bit special. So when they get like the confirmation or affirmation from a globe-trotting pilot that is super handsome, they just go with it. They go with the fantasy instead of reality. Oh fuck! No, go back, please. I told myself I would never build like this again, and here I am, my own worst enemy. Is it possible to do a 2-player horror stream? I guess it is. We could play some co-op games. I'm sure I would enjoy it. But the T1 is... I think I beat him up pretty bad last night at the Blood Bowl. So he might be running scared, you know. With all of my tactics. What the hell is that? Oh. Outlast Trials. Okay, so is that co-op, or do you try to see who can survive the longest? Is that the... I will brush my balsa. Brush. This is one of my better ideas. I got some really thin balsa wood. So if you ever want to make like timber walls, I recommend getting like the thin flat ones. They are super easy to cut. They are already flat. They do need a little bit of whittling to make them not look factory made, you know. But apart from that, they are super solid. Oh, it's co-op. All right. Okay. So you will be the voice, and I will have my hand cam on the keyboard. It's going to be all sorts of sexy shenanigans going on. The good old only hands. You get to see my pink flesh tweezers in action. Yeah, Takashi, he does have that whiskey voice. Is that the right way to put it without being offensive? That is very deep and a bit coarse, you know. Yes, I might have to go my own way now with only hands. I'm starting to get some private messages here, and let me tell you, there are some horny people in chat right now. All right, so it won't be completely shut. I think I will actually maybe leave some small gaps. Will that add any charm, perhaps? Maybe not. It doesn't look terribly good at the moment. I will try to squeeze in some kind of like slithers. God damn it. Let's see. Yes, they are. They're all going to try to catfish the other people in chat. Maybe there should be a bounty. If you're able to catfish me, I will give you 1 year of subscription to the Twitch channel, which is the gift that nobody wants. Now I'm adding, to get back on actually building the building track, I'm using some watered PVA to kind of get everything here to hopefully stick together. I will go over this one more time before I prime it with like a Mod Podge. As you can see there, it's not a super tight fit at the moment. So Safwa and Soso Lobby, are you guys doing any hobby stuff, or are you simply Tikash fans that like horror games? Or should I, Tikash worshippers? I think you would prefer that. I wish there was, if they had like a Warhammer horror game, that would be awesome. That would be the perfect combination, Tikash. They have been on board since pretty much day one. Oh, that's awesome. So it's very nice to have people who keep coming back. All right, so this is the wall. Did take a long time. Let me see if I can improve on that for my maybe normal paper is not the best for this. I will gladly admit it, but oh, stop it. I just want to measure this section and create it in cardboard so it's easier to cut the pieces. Now, I hope I do have some cardboard laying around. I do. Just give me a close second. No, a close second. Just give me a second. Yeah, Vermintide is as close as you can get. I do have both Vermintide and Vermintide 2. Those are really cool games. It's not very horror-y though, unless you scare super easily. Yeah, I agree, Koreaki. I enjoy them. Alright, so now I got some cardboard instead. And I will draw where I want to apply the wood. Yeah, Warhammer tourism, that's a good way of putting it. I kinda been spending a lot of time in those games, just walking around, trying to get some inspiration sometimes, or just looking at all the cool Warhammer buildings. There is some great design in that game. It really is. Really is a lot of great terrain design or scenery. Now, I think this is the first time I've actually done anything remotely clever. So I will try not to waste it. Oh. I'll use my scissors. It's time for some scissoring action. It's time to get all of your gender swapped pictures out. So we can have a hot scissoring party going on. Let's now we have, I'm going to use this as a just like a base to build my wall. And hopefully it won't be a terrible disaster. I do have some high hopes for this. What's worse than two women running with scissors? Is that like is it a riddle? Or is it a... Do you have a punchline for that, Takash? I do not know the answer. I haven't heard it before, is what I'm trying to say. White Wolf knows it, god damn it. Two women sistering with the runs. Okay, yeah, I should have. God damn it. Well, that joke sure paints a picture. All right, so I'm measuring up this, my bits. I'm measuring up my bits. I'm simply like so. This is going to be super solid. I can't believe I'm actually doing some pre-measuring and making life easy on myself. Oh no, that's the second, or maybe it's the fourth yellow card we get today. I think we are all off the proverbial pitch today. It's only a matter of time before Jellymoon starts banning people. Let's see, should I add a beam? Should I add a beam? Should I go beamless? Okay, let's see. So today, well, it's not Misogyny Monday, but let's give it a shot. What's the difference between a woman and a fridge? Or the fridge? It's something about, my guess, so no, I won't ruin the joke with guessing the punchline. That's a terrible instinct on my behalf. That is a much nicer punchline than what I was expecting. Oh no, it's it has finally turned into the comedy hour with Takash and White Wolf. I have dreaded this moment since the first stream. Stupid. Great jokes, guys. They are. I like they're not completely dad jokes. They're more like uncle jokes, like the cool uncle, the raunchy uncle, not the touchy uncle, but just the cool uncle. Does such an uncle exist? I think so. What's the difference? Oh. That's you have to be super careful when typing in your jokes, my dude. Let's see. I will do a little bit of cheating here. I will add a beam like so. Gotta brush it beforehand. Gotta brush. If not, your teeth will turn gray, as they say. Now let's have you guys seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared? By the way, this is not related to any of your jokes. It's just an aside. I'm not sure what got me into that train of thought even. If you haven't seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, you really should check it out. It's a blast in my opinion. We are once again back to Mordheim's meandering Mordheim board. That's what you get for tuning into my channel, I guess. Feel free to tell your jokes, of course, if you have any more loaded in the chamber. I do not mind. I really like the fridge. The fridge one is the winner so far. Yeah, it is kind of trippy, but it's. I think it's. They're really fun. Some of those. I never quite get those songs out of my head. They're always kind of stuck in the. If not in the front, but always in the back of my mind. All right, Safwa, thank you so much for stopping by today or tonight. Hope you have a great week. I hope to see you again in the future. I should center this on cam. I'm so sorry. I've been just enjoying the fruits of my labor, which was making these planning ahead for once, which I will never do again because it was far too easy. So now we have a completely wooden second floor. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, well. Well, let's see. White Wolf is still here. Can I do this? I will have to see if I can. I thought I installed my bot, but it's apparently not active. God damn it. If you haven't already checked out White Wolf, you should. He's a very chill guy. He has, of course, really good jokes. And he is very good at painting, so you should stop by and check him out when he's doing his thing. My shout out bot did not work, so that was a fiasco. My middle name is Abject Failure, so it comes as no surprise, but it's still a little bit disappointing, I guess. Now I want to make a ladder up to the second floor up here and make the second floor, and then we will have to do the collapsed bit. Thank you so much, Stretches. That is very kind of you, and you will be repaid with some lovely streaming action. If you decide to check it out, of course. Now let's see. I will have to have this fall over. Oh, let's do that when I'm done with the ladder. What? Just have to check what I did with my previous ladder. Okay. So last time I simply made a ladder with this thin balsa, and that worked like a charm. So I will do that once more. It is, in all honesty, a bit boring looking this ladder, but it's super easy to make, and it won't break anytime soon because it's kind of just stuck to the wall. I have to make a decision of how wide the steps are going to be. I think maybe 1.5 should do it. Maybe I should get my cutter out. With this one I should be able to do this real quick like. Let's see if I can. Already just setting it up, I feel I have already wasted more time than I would have gained, you know? That one is way too small. Oh, there we go. I misunderstood. Oh, sorry, Jesus Christ. I should check this before I start cutting. I got my little cutter thing out. I will make sure it stays and sticks by turning these knobs. Here we go. So you can kind of do like so. Okay, this is actually really easy when you need a lot of stuff cut to the same size. Very, very useful, this tool, in my opinion, or at least in my experience, because I'm still a bit of a beginner. So any like help with angles and cutting, it's very nice. Let me just check the clock. We are just 2 hours in. That should be enough for this ladder. And let's check how high does it need to go. Now we should have. Yeah, take care, so Lobby. Thank you so much for joining today. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you again in the future. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice life. Thank you so much, Jellymoon, for linking. Can someone please tell me how you pronounce the name of that tool? White Wolf, you are native, English speaker, and obviously I am not. Can you please help me out with the phonetics on the hobby tool that Jellymoon posted in chat? I'm in desperate need of knowing. It feels wrong calling it a mitre tool. I don't know. I'm confused, mother. Now let's. Oh. Of course, if anyone else besides White Wolf knows how you pronounce the name of the tool, you are of course welcome to help out in chat. All right, so I will generously lather on some white glue and attach the different steps, and then I will attach the final of the other side of it. Now, I do know that this type of ladder is not the most exciting, but it's an easy and quite solid way of doing it. Now we don't have to worry about it breaking during gameplay. But I will need to make sure that we have some. We need to make a hole in the flooring to make room for it. Let's get some of these bad boys out. A couple of support beams, which should be good to go. Let's get a little bit of steel brush of corn action going. I'm really psyched for my for painting Gotrek and Felix. It felt real good to paint something again, and I'm not painting it because I have to or I need it for an army project. It's simply for the joy of painting these two models. And it just, to be honest, it felt so good doing something entirely out of for pleasure, I should say. I guess, like it's not attached to a project. Sometimes when you start painting like some models and you know that there are still 20 more to go in the regiment, kind of feels like a chore, but at the moment it just feels like a good time all around. Now, building terrain, it doesn't feel much like a chore to me in general. I do have like a bit of a time constraint because I really, really want and need this to be done by the middle of September, because that's when we are going to have our big tournament in Norway called Invasion. So I don't want to let all my friends down and all the people who travel from all over Norway to play. I don't want to let those people down. I want them to have, well, there will be so many nice tables to play at anyway, regardless of mine. So I'm not saying they are not coming there because I have made this table. But I know at least some of them are excited to play on it, so I don't want to let those people down at least. Let's see, let's go with that. There we go. So sorry, I keep forgetting that the chat is on the left side of the cam, is kind of obscuring it ever so slightly. You guys, you deserve better. There we go. Let's tidy up the wood a little bit. I'm going to glue this bit, and then I will go grab a soda and I will force upon you my work in progress on the Felix model, because I'm so excited about it. Okay, so let's just let that sit there, and I will be right back. That was great. Oh, let's check out my Felix. Where the fuck did I post it? Maybe here. Now, this is, of course, is not something amazing. It's, here we go. I just love that mini. He's such a classic, and I'm going to give him like a classic treatment as well. Mainly been working on just building up the reds. On the cloak, and I sketched the skin by just shading it with a Reichland flesh shade. The same goes for the hair and the chainmail. It's just to give it a bit of a sense of how the final model will look, which I have never done that before, but it's I think it's very effective. And I also want to give him like the, what do you call it, 5 o'clock shade, 3 o'clock shade, I don't know what the term is. Just give him some stubble. because I once saw the Felix Mini with the stubble, and I fell in love with it when I was younger. So I want to do that. Really exciting stuff for me, at least, because I just had so much fun painting him so far. And I can't wait to paint Gotrek as well, which I realize that Gotrek will be the first Slayer I have ever painted, which I think is, to me, it's slightly absurd, because I don't know why I haven't ever painted any Slayers before. That's simply the way life is, I guess. I do, of course, enjoy Slayers, as any right-thinking Warhammer gamer does, because Slayers, they are iconic. There is not much more to say about the Slayers. They are just a staple of Warhammer Fantasy. And they are very unique, I guess, to Warhammer Fantasy. What's going in the book? What did I do wrong? People not liking Slayers? I do agree. Dwarves are one of the coolest Warhammer races. Oh, not having painted Slayers. Yeah, I know. That it's you can just open a brand new chapter called Mordheim. There's many things I should have done that I haven't. But I will rectify it. I will try to cure myself of my scoliosis. Better late than never. It is a great Slayer to start with, in my opinion. I haven't read those books in ages, but I did used to really like them. They did change the author at one point because William King wanted to do something else, I guess. But the new guy, Nathan Long, I have read some of his other books, and I remember them being decent, or actually pretty good. I think I really liked some of Nathan Long's books, but I can't remember which ones they were, because I did read a lot of Black Library at one point. I remember really liking the Brunner, the one, what do you call it? The Bounty Hunter one. But those are by C.L. Werner, if I'm not mistaken. I might also have the Warhammer Quest Slayer laying around, but I will have to do inventory. I will have to do as Korea K and do a proper inventory. What I do know though is I have a lot of the Marco Colombo mini, the limited edition one. I stumbled across someone who sold, I don't know, I think I got at least 5 of them, like still in blister, which is a bit of a miracle. If you ask me, finding 5 Marco Colombos in one spot. Apart from him, I do not have like a very good accounting of what I have, because sometimes I buy and sometimes I sell. And as every wargamer can attest to it, it always ends up being a bit too much or too many miniatures. Oh, this one is sagging. Please don't sag. Sagalicious. It is indeed a bit sagalicious. The poor wooden floor. I suddenly stopped planning and I stopped making good decisions. So now I will have to deal with this nightmare. Oh, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I will slap some wood glue here, splooge down, then I will I'll add some white glue all over the place, the good old hobby juice, apply it generously and let it be known that Mordheim is never stingy with his hobby juice. That's thank you, Stretches, for the white glue in chat. Appreciate it. How have you been? Have you been doing any hobby stuff lately, Stretches? How is your scenic Sunday hobby stuff going? Yes, hobby juice, it's indeed a very... I will trademark it in the near future. Just watch me, and I will sell bottles of hobby juice at like exorbitant prices, but it will simply be wood glue, relabeled wood glue. I think that's what people do to scam, using their brands, you know, to lure people in. Then you sell them some super expensive product. All right, so far it's so good, I guess. Going to add, was supposed to be a beam in between these houses. I don't know what, fucking stupid of me. Not paying attention, so I knocked off one of the floorboards. The floorboards. I love saying floorboards. It's not challenging at all. Let's see. Alright, so I will have to kind of ditch the original plan, and I guess just do like so. Make it a smaller beam. Well, I do have the glue cam, but I'm not pulling out the glue cam today. But I do have a GoPro cam that is mounted on like the table, so you can see the hobby juice being dripped down on a very special hobby juice wet pellet, you might say. I will yeah, it's a hobby juice action cam. It is one of the worst things you have ever seen, but I will use it sparingly. I will have to only pull it out when something special is happening, like when we are doing like the last stream of at the tile, maybe. That's might be a good occasion. Or if we ever reach 20 viewers at the same time, I might pull it out. And in the future, I will be making, I will be charging to show the glue cam. That's how amazing it is. I have only shown it live once. I'm very careful about making any jokes about anything to do with Israel. Let me. I will disavow everything. I don't want to lose my stream. I've spent many hours building up this wonderful channel. Now let's finish the floorboard. Yes, I'm not sure what to do with the glue cam, to be honest, because personally I think it's very funny, but it's also super childish, and I can't have it out all the time. I should find a way to make it fun for the viewers and for me, I guess. I'm drawing in some cobblestones in between here. That might not be natural at all, but I kind of didn't think it through, so I didn't exactly know what was going to be in the middle here. I didn't actually plan to have anything in between these buildings, and I kind of wanted to add some rubble, but I'm not sure if that makes sense either. Well, maybe a bit of rubble, but I just wanted to have a nice, somewhat of a base there. Or maybe I will simply drench it in sand. Does that make sense? All right, so now we have this building going like this. So I will be needing a how far is it across? Ho ho ho. Hum hum hum. I am, sorry. Not exactly sure. I really want the building to be tipping over. While if you guys have any ideas on how to make it look natural, to have this, yeah, we'll figure something out. I will make just finish off the roof real quick, and we also need to finish. Let's see. We need to finish the roof, and we need to finish the wall. It needed to be what you say, a bit more broken. We also need a roof. Jelly Moon, how would you describe the glue cam as one of the few survivors of the live viewing? Yes, the glue cam, Jelly. How would you describe it? And I advise you to be honest, but try to be gentle with my feelings. Nurgle would throw up. Okay, yes, thank you so much. What a great response by the great Jelly Moon. Nurgle would throw up, but I do think maybe Slaanesh would find some enjoyment in it. No, it's not juicy. I wouldn't say juicy. That would be a very optimistic term. Let's get some roofs going, and let's see. Now I will do some broken bits here, as I so often do. But I like it. Oh shit. So let's bring it down like so. And I will a Nurgle Slaanesh Bukkake co-op. Well, if that is not enticing, then I don't know what is. That sounds like something that would go viral in today's climate. Truly depraved and sickening. Well, thank you for your feedback, your honest feedback, Jellymoon. I very much appreciate it. Got a bit lazy, so I just simply cut my it takes so long when you do wood. Maybe I do it in the most stupid way possible, but here we go. Sticks out a little bit, which I don't really mind. We'll make some smaller pieces as well. I apply the glue to the underside and like the side that attaches to the support beam. Let's go. Let's see how this looks. It's starting to come together, in my opinion. And let's see a big board where half is a ladder and the other half is stairs. What is that a comment on, Jellymoon? I thought it was some advice for my broken the broken floor. I'm sorry, I didn't catch it previously, Jelly. The ramp between the buildings, a big board where half is a ladder and the other half is stairs. Okay, now let's see. Because I kind of need it to be like I kind of wanted I wanted the building to kind of be collapsing onto it, you know. But all right, I think I know what climb up left side on ladder, walk down on right side on stairs. So I mean you climb up here and walk down on right side on stairs. I'm not sure if I get what you're saying. I'm sure it's a good idea. No, but you still have good ideas though. All right, so let me try to. This is about 6 centimeters wide. Okay, I think I kind of have like the general gist of an idea now. Let's see. I'm going to get some XPS. Now let's attempt something here. If this I will have to, this one is a bit too long, I think. I will need to shorten it just a little bit. Oh. This is the anti-ASMR box cutter meets XPS foam. Maybe I'll have to do it like this as well. Yeah, a ladder would absolutely solve the problem, but it's a bit boring, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is kind of my idea. It's like we have this collapsed or semi-collapsed bit falling over like so. It's not going to look like this, of course. It will have to have like the foam core walls on the side, maybe a little bit of those, and then have like the wood so you can see that it's actually the building falling over. But just exactly how do I make this look even remotely pretty or interesting or somewhat realistic? All right, I think I'm starting to form a plan in my head on how to do this. It might not be a good plan. Oh yeah, like a net, yeah. That might, I do have some nets laying around. I'm not sure if they are the right size though. All right, but I will. So my plan is to kind of have this maybe it's, let me check, see how. It is actually a bit too long. No, it's actually I won't say perfect, but close to perfect lengthwise. So I am thinking of Let's see, Queldil, maybe you can do a part of roof collapsed in there. Yeah, I want almost like the entire, my initial idea was like the entire side of this building has kind of just come apart and was falling over, but it is kind of, it has been caught by this bridge in between the other buildings. So I kind of wanted to make it like this. And then maybe later they added some support beams to keep it up. Yeah, so the ship on tile 3, it's just a tiny boat, so it wouldn't have any big rigging. It's just like a skiff almost. But I do have some nets and some rigging that I'm going to use in the future. Those are really good ideas. I have this kind of like vision in my head, and I just really wanted to get it done. Let me give it a shot. The worst case, oh shit, maybe I should wait for the next stream. Actually, I think I will sleep on it and get back to it when I feel fresh and not exhausted like I am at the moment. But I was really hoping I could get like the sense of a collapsed wall from this side to the other. And yeah, something like that. I don't know. Thank you so much for all the feedback though. I really appreciate it. And thank you Queldil for stopping by. It's been quite a while since I've seen you in the chat. Really appreciate it. I think I will be wrapping up actually. It's almost close to 10 p.m. where I am. I will have to sleep on this. If any of you have any revelations, please feel free to message me on Instagram or on Twitch or wherever you find me. I'm also on Discord in a lot of the Mordheim groups. I do always appreciate suggestions, even if I can't say the word properly. I still enjoy it. Yeah, so I think it didn't feel like I got a lot done today, to be completely honest, but yeah. I don't think it's, I think it looks kind of cool. I like how it's leaning. It's almost like when this part fell away, this kind of collapsed back the other way, you know? Like it was pulling it tight and then it went to the other way. Yes, that's a good point. I will go back into Vermintide. Do you know if there's like any modes where you can simply just walk around without any enemies? Is that possible? Or are there like any mods for that game? That is something I would very much appreciate, being able to just explore the game. That is my first merchandise. My first t-shirt will say Hobby Juice can't melt balsa beams. I'm stealing it and I'm selling it as merch to Cage or to Kaj. I'm sorry, I should just call you T1. That's what I know. I think that the set of buildings, they are kind of charming. I do enjoy the the wooden floor, even though it's a pain in the ass to build, at least the way I do it. I think it's very nice when you have the different kind of textures in the buildings. Well, that's enough of me blowing smoke up my own ass, I guess. Well, no problem, Caldwell. It's a good advice anyway. I will go check out to see how they have done it if I have the time. I think I had to uninstall the second one because of some bugs, but I should be able to simply reinstall it because I'm a technological wizard. Now, let's see, is it possible? Thank you, Tikash. Spawn tweaks, all right. Thank you so much. I will bookmark it. That is perfect. That sounds amazing. So I will be able to walk around, get some screenshots, get some real inspiration, hopefully. Well, anyway, this is me just rambling and not knowing how to end a stream. So I will say once again my catchphrase, which I came up with all by myself, and that's hobby juice can't melt balsa beams. That's 100% a Mordheim invention. Thank you so much, guys. I will catch you in the next one. I will hopefully be able to stream sometime during the weekend. So toodles, I love you all, my beauties. Goodbye.